are the only ones with a purpose. Plants, zero purpose. Let's say plants are even a little bit lower class type of living entity.
Yeah.
What about animals? Dogs, zero purpose. Cats, zero purpose. Only humans will be judged. Only humans. If you're religious, it's very clear what God is. And I think the education of Jordan or Professor or Dr. Peterson is probably what's hindering him from being able to just simply give that Bible definition of God, or the Abrahamic religion definition of God, right? The omnipotent, omniscience, the all-knowing, the all-powerful, right? If you want to define God according to Islam, it's as simple as just knowing the 99 names of Allah, and it still won't be enough because it's everything. This is fine if it fills the vacuum for you as an individual, right? Whatever you define God as, from my own perspective, if it fills that void that science cannot explain yet, good for you. I think no one in this world, I would argue that no one in this world is in a position to enforce any sort of thinking around God. There's no one today, right? The religions, they can be quite exclusive in their own way on this is how you get to God. But I think it's also unreasonable for them to want to force that on anyone else. Again, if we're saying there's a vacuum of our understanding, everyone has a choice to make on how they fill that vacuum. On a personal note, one of the issues that I do have with the Abrahamic religion is anthropomorphism, which is basically attributing human emotions and characteristics to God, right? God can be happy, God can be sad, God can be vengeful, God can be...
Bro, there's a lot of things I find problematic with it. Two things are that it knows all and that it can be pissed and punish you. If he's all that good, why would he punish me? Why would he send me to hell? And if he knows what I'm going to do in the next 20 years, why would he still punish me? Because he already knows what I'm going to do.
And then this is a part where I would always argue that that's the part where every religious person and non-religious person should maybe pause a little bit and say, maybe when you want to define God, you can get a little bit flexible with that as well. Personally, I refuse to accept that. I refuse to accept that God is interested in punishing me for something. This does not mean that I should go ahead and become a rascal and mess around with people's life or whatever. But I refuse to accept that the God that is so benevolent is still interested in punishing me because for the of it I stole something.
Yeah, or I sleep off.
Exactly. Because I slept with someone outside marriage. In a world that is so unfair, we have this so much benevolent entity, merciful entity, all powerful. All powerful is key. And that entity is still interested in punishing me for sleeping with someone out of marriage. The impulse to sleep with someone outside marriage is so strong because it's so natural to us, and he has created that impulse in us and still tests us for the game,
to see
for the game of it.
Yeah.
I choose to reject that part of the definition because I'm saying the God that I would serve is really just benevolent, merciful, and all that stuff. It's in everyone, it's in every one of us, everywhere, and doesn't give a flying fuck about that minor that you think you're doing. Just be a good person. Don't be worried that God is going to burn you in everlasting hell. And then the punishment is not even commensurate. Like, what did I do? That I will now have to burn in hell forever?
They say they will get. Is that Islam
Forever
or
part is also
Christianity?
crazy, no?
Is that Islam or Christianity that you get some angels, like seven virgin, no, not angels, 7 virgins when you die
In paradise
or something? Yeah,
I guess that's Islam. That's
some
Islam.
people be like, give me the virgins now. Like,
And what's the point of a virgin in it? What's the point of a virgin in heaven? I think it's just it's very well curated poetry that's interesting. I don't want to get on anyone's nerves.
Bro.
Yeah, I don't want to get on anyone's nerves. I respect all religion, but I think religious people should also respect atheists, agnostics, non-religious people, non-organized religious people. every one of those people should be respected for their choices as well. And I believe that some religions actually teaches that, yeah, you should respect people for whatever choice they make. And that would be my strongest conclusion here, that everyone has a right to decide how to fill that vacuum, and whatever anyone chooses, there's no point forcing the other to. No one can stand in front of me. If Jubilee will see this podcast episode, I'm happy to go in front of anyone that will prove to me that they are 100% certain that the route that they have chosen is the true one.
Though that's part of the problem, that it couldn't also define the nature of God, and that's a problem in its own, right?
Yeah, because maybe there's no true one. Maybe we're all fine. How about that? Why can't we be fine? Why?
Now is our consciousness is messing exactly. That how are we so sentient and conscious? It can't be random. How do we become beings? That's like the question we all have, right? That religions are trying to sort of solve, right? So,
Yeah, but aren't we selfish with the way we are solving it? We look at the beauty, the expanse of the whole world.
Yeah.
And in finding that purpose, we, Abrahamic religion at least, have defined that we, humans, are the only ones with a purpose
For sure.
in this entirety of the globe.
For sure.
Or the universe. We humans are the only ones with a purpose. Plants, zero purpose. Let's say plants are even a little bit lower class type of living entity.
Yeah.
What about animals? Dogs, zero purpose. Cats, zero purpose. Only humans will be judged. Only humans. That's a very, very selfish way to view the whole world. Many of these plants, according to the evolutionary theory, many of these plants and animals came before us, and we
are
the
nothing
only ones
without
with a
them.
purpose.
Like,
Yeah,
isn't that the
and
reason
we are the
why-
only ones with a purpose.
Yeah.
They're happy to accept that the purpose of those ones is just to be here and go, maybe even to feed us. They like religious people are happy to accept that, but they will not accept that. Okay, maybe our own purpose is also just to feed ground so that plants can survive.
That's the argument, right? Like from a plant point of view, or from I forgot the conspiracy. It was a joke, right? That like earthworms are supposed to be the main guys because we are food for them, and every other thing revolves around them. So we are going into the
Solid
soil whether we
argument.
like it or not. So they are like the
Solid argument, my brother. Solid argument.